The Indian team in Hobart, they have perfectly in sync with the rain at DY Patil and the girls who have just come out to play. They chased it down just in time to go and watch the girls play as India have levelled the series with Australia. 1-1, they have chased this down with 9 balls to spare. Washington Sundar 49 not out of 23, Tilak Verma 29, Abhishek Sharma 25. Nathan Ellis looked like the pick of the bowlers with 3 wickets for 36 in his 4. We're back at Cricbuzz Live. I've got Joyda, Zach. Perfect timing, Zach, because it all fell in place with the rain, with them chasing it down with 9 balls and saying, okay, we'll go and watch the girls now.
And a very, very comfortable run chase.
Yes.
The conditions were looking like it's favouring batting. But I think Washington Sundar was in just terrific form right from the word go. Some real good shot making and timing. So superb batting display on the whole. I think, but apart from Nathan Ellis creating some kind of threats, there's nothing. I think it was just a comfortable run chase for the Indian batting lineup.
You said comfortable, and they just looked very consistent all through as well, because Joyda, everyone got those starts and everyone kind of pitching in, chipping in. Washington Sundar, of course, clearly looked like he was playing as a all-batter today.
As a batter today, yeah. Yeah. So batter has come in for a bowler. Tomorrow he'll be a fielder. We don't know, but they're winning. Let's not complain. Yes. They're winning. They're doing well. I absolutely, and I totally agree. I think today the way they were batting, at least, Washington Sundar looked superb. Tilak Verma looked superb. Surya Kumar Yadav looked superb. Just that, all of them. Abhishek Sharma, I thought, looked very, very good. Actually, Tilak Verma was a bit more muted, but I think Abhishek Sharma, Surya and Washington Sundar all looked as if they could finish the game on their own. The first 2 got out, but I think the firepower that India have now in their batting till 8, they made it look very comfortable after that.
Well, Shivam didn't need to come out at all. You took pretty much everyone's names, Joyda. It's just a strict principle that I want to be like right now. But Shubman Gill is a name you didn't take. And he's someone who would want to go back, look at what is happening with his dismissals. Because he got that start again, even in the last T20, he looked good. Today, he got that start, but it's just not seeming to convert it.
Yeah, that can happen. But I think, on the whole, if you look at it, when you have such a batting depth, you also looking to set that intent from the beginning. Abhishek Sharma is helping team achieve that consistently, and Shubman Gill is someone who'll have to follow the suit sooner than later. There is no doubt about that. But on the whole, when you look at it, a lot of impetus is given on having that high strike rate and having that intent, putting bowlers under pressure. And consistently taking those risks to maintain that run rate is something which is very evident from this Indian batting lineup, and it's working out for them. So as long as the batting lineup is putting on runs, you will see the success ratio being in favor of the team for sure, because that's how they're looking to set up the game, having that batting depth, having that free approach to batting. Constantly putting bowlers under pressure. So you are creating that cushion for bowling that way. So if you're batting first, you got to have those extra runs. And when you are batting second, you know the target and you bat accordingly and score more runs than opposition to win the games.
Also, Joyda, Washington Sundar came in today, 49 of 23. He's hit 4 sixes, and he's just someone I've been a fan of ever since the Australia series with that no-look 6 that he hit. With the bat, he just looks very comfortable and looks very elegant when he comes out.
And Washington Sundar for Tamil Nadu has opened in T20s as well. He's a very capable, he's a more than capable batter, and he can move him up and down the order. He's like what they say, he's like a Swiss Army knife. Bat him wherever, bowl him wherever, field him wherever. He's extremely capable, and if you look at it, the real difference is the fact that he came in, it's a strike rate that he gave that made it easy for the rest of the batters, because then even Jitesh and all, they could hit 4s, but they didn't need to take chances because he was batting at 200 plus and it just set the tone for the rest of the innings.
Zach, someone who sat out for so long, when you come in like this, how is it for a player? Because Washington Sundar doesn't know if he's going to play, not play, but you're constantly doing the practice, constantly doing everything. But he came out and looked like he's been playing and has match practice, hasn't been a problem at all.
Yeah, make use of the opportunities. That's the way the modern cricket is also going. If you look at it, the 3 formats, different players playing different formats. series being lined up that way. So you just got to make your every opportunity count. And I think some changes are made tactically as well. So off spinner, that way you've seen in T20 format is always finding it challenging. Usually it depends on what kind of combination you're playing against, and then you figure out your role according to the requirement of the team. So you got to take these things in your stride, and somewhere you figure out how to approach it, how to keep yourself mentally going, rather than thinking about why am I not there, I should have been there, that can build frustration in you. But you just got to learn to manage it. And Washington Sundar is someone who has been managing it beautifully. Every opportunity he's got, he's just getting better and better. And eventually, if you are achieving that consistency, then, you create, like today, he's not bowled at all.
Yes.
And he's made that impact with the bat. Is going to give the team management also that much of confidence. Then, maybe if you have to go in with this kind of a combination and create a space for the guy who's been so consistent, and reward him and him earning the spot and cementing his place in the team through performances. So there is no other way. I think for anyone who is in and out of the team, you just got to go out there and make every opportunity count. In this whole process, one wonders where Shivam Dube is going to sit, because someone who has been consistently performing, now suddenly feeling that if I'm going to be batting at number 8, then that means that many less opportunities. And he will definitely be feeling the pressure, because it's not a great sign for any batter if you've been just pushed down the order, be it giving more responsibility of finishing the job, but someone else has already finished. The last innings you've seen, he got the opportunity, he got out. Out is a out, that's just going to build pressure. So I think, he will have to manage and maybe, have a conversation with Washington Sundar about being in and out, and, how to manage that situation. But next innings, when he's going to be put into bat in a normal position, he will certainly feel the pressure.
George, it's almost like this new learning that this team India has now of knowing how to be in and out of the team, because like Zach is saying, Washington Sundar made the most of the opportunity that was given to him. Also, do you think it's like a template where they say we are batting deep, we are batting till 8, you go attack from the word go from the top. So everyone is pitching in with those 20s, 30s. It's not like there's one person carrying the bat through. So does this seem to be the template that everyone pitch in and we're okay with it?
I think we're okay with it, but I totally agree with Zach. It's very difficult on a batter because, when you go out for a series, normally you're told, okay, you're my designated finisher, you're my number 6. Okay, 6 can become 7 sometimes, or a left-right thing can make it, you can go 5. But what's happening now is one innings he's come in at 8, the other innings he's not come in, and he must be thinking that, what is it exactly? And it's not even about right-left, because Washington Sundar's left-hander who walks in. So it's not even about that. So somewhere in his mind, he would be wondering, what do I need to do? So I only hope one thing. I only hope that the Indian think tank and the coach and all are sitting with him and saying, look, this is what we are trying. It's nothing about your batting. It's what we are trying to see whether this player fits in. I hope they have a clear chat with him and explain to him why this is happening. Because if it's not, I can completely understand him wondering, because it's not even that he's done particularly badly or something, that his performance has not been there. You played basically first match and the next match he's batting at 8.
Yes.
I mean, you look at it that way. So I hope somebody is talking to him, because this is a great win, but it's a win also against an Australian bowling attack where you've taken away Josh Hazlewood. And I think if you look at Josh Hazlewood, you take Josh Hazlewood's overs and you see what has happened to, exactly what has happened to Sean Abbott. He's gone for 50 in those overs. He's not taken a wicket, he's gone for 50 in those same overs. So you have replaced one guy who's, continuously taking wickets against us, against a guy who's given away 50 and not taken any wickets, and has really not looked penetrative.
Yes.
And therefore, when we are judging the result of this match, we must also judge that they've probably not kept their top bowlers.
Really missed Hazlewood there. But before we get to their bowling, I just want to talk about someone who probably had the clarity of role and spot was Jitesh, because he came in for Sanju Samson. He knew he's going to play, I wouldn't say what number, but lower down in the order. And he came in first ball 4, 22 of 13. So he'll be happy with his first outing here.
Yeah, again, it's the template which you're looking at, and it's the role designation also you're looking at. So the call was basically, Sanju Samson, who has been batting out of position or finding it challenging, or something around those lines were definitely things were discussed, and Jitesh, who's slotted there, making use of the opportunity. So I think going forward also you'll see this kind of a approach where it just simplifies things, isn't it? For the guy also who is playing that particular role, if you're doing it time and again and regularly, then it just makes it that much easier for you to adapt.
Yes.
So I think, yeah, from that point of view, Jitesh also will be very happy that it's his comeback of sorts, isn't it? He got his opportunity with the Indian team a while back, then was left out, and now again making the opportunity count. So he'll be very, very pleased with the effort.
Joyda, you were talking about Hazlewood and what that replacement meant for Australia. Hazlewood was bowling those dot balls like he was that AI prompt we were talking about, 15 dot balls again, and he just consistently comes out, bowls those dot balls, gets those wickets. Sean Abbott came in today, 56 runs that he gave away in his 3.3 overs, no wicket. And if that's the replacement of your lead bowler, then it's problems for Australia.
No, absolutely. That is the difference in the match.
Yes.
If you see now the same place, if Hazlewood has been bowling these overs, then you see a very different result. And if you lose a couple of early wickets in up front, the entire look of the match changes. This was the Australian bowling attack which, other than Ellis, looked toothless. I mean, I thought Bartlett bowled decent lengths because he tried to control them a bit. But he didn't look any time as if he was taking a wicket. And Stoinis got a wicket of a slower delivery with the, he played early. But none of them looked as if it was against the run of play. The only person who looked like he was getting wickets was Nathan Ellis.
Yes.
And therefore, when you look at this performance, also rated against the fact that this is not the Australian attack you're going to see normally.
We spoke about Nathan Ellis the other day as well, Zach, but today again came out impressive. Again, that slower ball, which always works magic for him, that back of the hand slower ball, which you were explaining so beautifully the other day, does it again today.
Yeah, slower one is a strength for sure, but the way he used his short balls today was something which was remarkable, was very clear in terms of also clear strategy that, okay, this is the go-to ball for me, surprise delivery. Abhishek also was surprised by that extra bounce you could make out. So I think he used his variations to perfection, adding the pace up variation to good effect today and resulting in wickets.
3 times we spoke about it in the com box. Nathan Ellis has got Abhishek Sharma, but Joyda, you think this bowling attack moving towards the T20 World Cup, everything seems to be going well for Australia, but this bowling attack doesn't seem as lethal as the Australian bowling attack we're used to see.
But see, you're going to see Cummins back at some point in time. You'll see Hazlewood back at some point in time. They have a lot of firepower which is not playing right now. And therefore, you've got to look at it in that balance. And I think, look, it is an Australian side. At the end of the day, these guys are good enough to play for Australia, but definitely this is not missing. I mean, Hazlewood is a class bowler. He's a dominant bowler in the last match. So you're taking him out, you're replacing a very big piece. And I think it hasn't worked for them. I think it's a good victory, but we should temper it with the fact that they are also been tinkering with their team. Just like we have been tinkering with our team, they've been tinkering with theirs.
Well, if India are to take that lead in that next game, what's the biggest tick mark and take away from today's game?
Well, I think if the conditions are favouring for batting just a tad bit, you know this team is going to be unstoppable. And the bottom line is going to remain the same. We've seen in the previous game as well. If this team scores runs, that's the way they're looking to set up the game. Then they will be able to defend the totals, or if they're able to keep the total to just around par, you'll always have a chance. So that has been their strength. That's the way they are approaching the game. I think for the next game also, it's going to be the similar kind of ingredients which will be required. The start from Abhishek Sharma is going to be a very crucial one. Gill needs to score, and Tilak and Surya, they form a formidable middle order. So I think that's pretty much is going to be the template. Obviously, with bowling, you'll need Bumrah. Varun is in form. So they have their formula cut out right now, and the approach for them to win games. I think they would want to continue with a similar kind of approach.
And Joyda, we have won the game, but like you said, a tempered celebration because of not having Josh Hazlewood there. Gill and Surya Kumar Yadav, they will go back to their rooms when the noise is quiet. When they're sitting alone in their rooms, they'll be thinking of what they want to do because they're top class players. You've seen what they can do today. Surya looked like that pick-up shot, the pull shot, he looked like he was very, very good. They just want to carry on a little more is what they'll focus.
Look, I think Surya looks in form to me.
Yes.
Okay, Surya looked in form to me. I don't think Gill is as much in touch as he can be. I mean, we've seen him in imperious touch during the IPL. I haven't really seen him in that kind of touch as of now yet. And I think that's the one thing that I'd have to say, that his position there, and they've done it necessarily to move Sanju Samson and put him there. Then they've now gone with this strategy, so clearly this is a strategy moving forward. So now we can only hope that he justifies and settles in there as fast as possible. Because India, see, let's face it, I mean, T20 cricket, while today, you know, the match was finished by Washington Sundar, T20 cricket is a place where 1, 2 and 3 have disproportionate importance in your scheme. It is the way the game is played. 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the guys who are going to really change. 60% of games are going to be decided by how well these 4 bat. And I think he therefore needs to come to the party soon. And it's very important for India's long-term future, because clearly the selectors have said, okay, he is going to be the guy there.
Correct.
It's the faster he gets into the form and settles into the role, the better.
Well, he knows what's to be done. We've seen him do it in the IPL with Sai Sudarshan and Butler, that 1-2-3 combination. So he will want to go back and see what he did correctly and do that for Team India. Moving forward, India will be going to a very beautiful location. They go to the Gold Coast for the 4th T20I. For this game, Zach, Joyda, again, a question we don't have answers to, but it's so much fun discussing it, because 3 changes that we saw today. Now India's won. Arshdeep's got those 3 wickets. Washington Sundar's got those runs. Now where does one go?
Look, I mean, if you ask me, irrespective of the result, you know, you got to look at the conditions you're going to be playing under. And that is something which is going to be important. Accordingly, then, though that one change, maybe the tactical change, will be on the cards. If the conditions are supporting fast bowling, it's still you know, that option of bringing in someone who is going to add with the ball more. I think, you know, that is something which will be discussed. If you're just going by the result and then saying that, okay, you know, this is how you're going to approach, maybe Washington can have the impact with the ball as well, maybe use him differently, how you use Bumrah differently. I think, you know, that has been the conscious effort of using him now 3 overs in the power play, and then just 1 left, which does at times hamstring the captain in terms of thinking and using his resources. So, you know, that small little things will be discussed, if not the playing combination that much. But yeah, there will be some changes tactically with regard to bowling more.
Yes.
I would say will be visible from the next game. Other than that, I don't see many personnel change in this playing 11.
Joyda, you were talking about, you know, how the communication to someone like a Shivam should be clear, that it's not what you're doing, but it's what the look of the team is. You've known Gautam Gambhir and his way of coaching. Is he someone who will sit down and have those clear conversations with the players, saying that today we're going ahead with something like this, and those clear
see, he would normally come around to tell a player that, you know, you'll get your chance. I mean, I've seen it with Bisla also, and then he played that fantastic 2012 mark. So he does try and he does speak to them. I hope the communications are wide and clear. There are other coaches as there. Tendushkar is also there, so they will also be talking to the players, because these are all very seasoned players, and they've played almost in the same generation as the current players. You know, they played against each other, so they understand what these players will be thinking. I think that conversation has to be had. I totally agree with Zach. I mean, again, Brisbane is a fast bowler's pitch. For us not to take 3 fast bowlers there would be travesty. Who misses out then? Did you miss out on a Washington Sundar? And who misses out? Because which other bowler do you replace out here? You've already taken Kuldeep out. Okay, who's the other bowler that you take out to make this team balance out is something that we'll be thinking about. And I don't think we have a clear answer to that right now.
Well, this is something which we wouldn't know until that morning of the game, where we'll find out what the answers are, because it's always such a mystery when it comes to the selection. But moving on to Australia, with them at least we'll know that they have too many options and combinations, because there's no Sean Abbott. This was the only game he was playing. We know that there is no Hazelwood, of course. So do we see the youngster Beardman coming in, Zach?
I think so. I think, you know, that's a a very high chance of Beardman playing in the next game, and also Maxwell. You know, so Matthew Short will make way for Maxwell. I think it was just a precautionary another game given to him just to get into it. So I think those two changes you can expect from the next game when you're looking at Australian lineup.
With Maxwell, of course, he gives them, he's rewritten his script because he's become more a bowling all-rounder. So we can expect that depth in the bowling.
Yeah, he's been bowling. I think in the last 20 matches, he's got 16 wickets. And remember, Indian middle order is full of left-handers right now. Of course, it's right now full of left-handers.
Yes.
Watch this space for more details later. But yeah, so a lot of left-handers to bowl to. Beardman, I'm really excited about. They really rate him well out there. Western Australian product. You know, Dennis Lilly has apparently helped with this. So I think he's somebody I'd really be looking forward to seeing.
Well, we'll see what happens with those playing 11s, but we will come to both of you with your players to watch out for.
I'm very excited to see Beardman. He's definitely playing because if Abbott is going, almost surely Beardman is playing. So I'd like to see him. And for India, to be honest with you, I want to see Shubman Gill succeed because if we have decided this, he needs to fire for us. So these are the two players I'd watch out for.
Jack, for you.
I think for Indian teams, Suryakumar Yadav, he's shown signs of good form. So you would want him to continue with that, make that impact. And for Australia, I will go with Travis Head. You know, he's feeling the pressure of not really making that impact. So I think he's due. He's due for his style of innings. So the player to watch out for is Travis Head for Australia.
All right, then, you all have heard it. Now we'll finish off the business because I started the show and told you all my heart is at DY Patil and it's beating very quickly because India 56 for no loss and they're batting very well. It's been a good start. So we'll do the joy factor question and see who got it correct.
Okay, here goes. Yashasvi Jaiswal, Ben Duckett, Shubman Gill, Aiden Markram. Also one of my favorite cricketers, Gundappa Vishwanath. They all accomplished this strange feat in Test cricket. That means on the same match, they got a duck and a century in the same match.
Oh.
Getting a duck and a century in the same test. Of course, Yashasvi did it recently and just before that, Shubman did it. So yeah.
But aren't there more names?
No, there are lots of them. I said these are the most recent.
These are
some of the most recent ones.
All right. So it sounded easy. Let's have a look at who got this one correct.
I'm sure lots of would have got it.
Path got it again.
Yeah. So has he been on a roll in this series?
Yeah, he's already gotten 2 when I was around.
So it's 3 out of 3 then.
Well done, Path. Congratulations on hopefully a hat-trick for the next game. We didn't do very well at all with our predictions, so we'll just not go there. Right?
So Varun Chakravarti didn't get a hat-trick, Path got one.
No, Path's not gotten it yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yeah, Bumrah didn't get it, nor has Varun gotten it today. So maybe the next game, Path, you can get a hat-trick. Zach, Joyda, you know where I have to go very quickly because I want to go to the DY Patil. I hope everyone is finished watching Cricbuzz live and now shifting their televisions and screens and going and watching the women's game because it's going to be an exciting night tonight. Shefali and Smriti doing very well. Just the start that India wants, Zach. Joyda, because it's such a big game and we want Shefali because we know she gives those quick fire starts, so we want both of them to give a good start.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, when Smriti played that first maiden over, you could make out that she's sizing the opposition, sizing the opportunity and knows it's a big one. I don't think they're going to throw it away. Now it just depends on how much we put on the board.
And also the rain holds up, Zach, because you know, it's just to be around when the rain comes in, the rain goes. As a player, it must be really frustrating.
I think it's not a bad toss to lose. It's not a bad thing to bat first in the finals because high pressure games, you put runs on board, go with the clarity and defend the total is what we're going to wish for now. And we wish them all the luck for this big day.
Yeah, they just bring back that cup. Just bring it there. Give us a chance to do an amazing parade in Bombay like we did in 2011 or 23. And let's just bring it back for us, please.
Well, you all have heard it from Joyda, and it's not just Joyda, it's the entire nation saying, please bring back that cup because it's going to be historic if this happens today. It's going to rewrite what generations have to feel for women and sport. I'm not just going to say cricket in women, it's going to be women in all sports. So we're keeping our fingers very tightly crossed. And now it's time to quickly run away, call our cars down because we're going to go to the DY Patil Stadium. Thank you so much for watching Cricbuzz Live. We will be back with the next match. We'll see you all very soon.